What's up, everybody? My name is Enzo, and today I'll be showing you guys how to make a plug-and-B type beat for Lil Shine and SUMMRS.
Bitch.
Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do in these plug-and-B type beats is add chords, and usually I use an E piano for mine, and here's the preset I got. And here's how it sounds. Alright, so what I did here was make some basic triads and then add a couple notes on top, so to make it a 7th and a 9th chord. And it's just a basic chord like this. And I did that for the rest of these stuff, but I moved some notes off key and some this, like not in a proper spot, and this one off key. But for the most part, it's literally just regular chords, but with a note or extra note on top of it to make a 7th and 9th chords. And another thing I did here was add a little bit of some stutters and small notes and small chords, some transition notes as well here to make it just flow a little bit better. And yeah, I just used regular chords with some notes off key and some notes kind of weird like this and this. And the next thing I added was this pad. Here's the preset. And something I forgot to mention was tweak with the velocities a little bit, and don't keep it 100% on a grid. Like, see here, I strummed the notes a little bit. Just do that for your chords and it should sound pretty cool and pretty human. Then the next thing I added was this high string from Expand, and this is one of my favorite presets from Expand, Glassy Violin. I always use this for my high string and whenever I make plug-and-B or R&B type beats. Next thing I added was literally the same exact pattern, another high string from Purity. This is the preset, and here's how it sounds. It's literally just the same thing. And now time to move on to one of the more important parts to the beat, the leads. And over here, I used 4 different leads and used them in a call and response type of pattern. See, this is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th lead, and I'm using them all in a sequence where they're like talking to each other. Here, let me play it real quick. And focus on these patterns over here. Yeah, it sounds really cool. And here's how I started doing it. So the first thing I added was this lead, not this one. This lead from Xenology. And it was this preset over here. And when I go about making my leads, I usually always have a little small note leading up to my actual note like this. And then I just made it go back down here. And then down here. Basically just hum out a melody and then try to put it onto the piano roll. And what I was doing here was like na 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 na. And it just came out like this. And yeah, that's basically what I did for the first lead. And then the second lead, I went a little bit more into detail or a little bit more complex. And here's how it sounds. Alright, here's the preset. And then for my third lead, it was really small, but here is what it sounds like. This is the thing. It's basically just the things I've been saying already. Just use a lot of small notes, a bunch of grace notes like this, and hum out melody for what you want it to sound like. And the last thing I added over here was this square lead. And here's how it sounds. And for this one, I tried to go for more of a snare roll vibe, like a snare roll that's at the end of a 8 bar or 16 bar section. But instead of using a snare, I used lead, and it made it sound pretty cool. And yeah, that's basically it for the melody. Oh wait, I have three more leads over here. Let me just play them real quick. Alright, so for this lead, oh crap, not that one. So this is Winter Whistle from Purity. And what I did here was just use the lead a little bit more scarcely than I do with my other leads. And yeah, that'll spice up your melodies a lot. And for the next section, I think I have a guitar. So this is the preset I got. It's from Expanded. And then for my last melody, I'm pretty sure my last melody is this square lead. Alright, so what I did here was use a lot of really small notes, because this preset, it sounds almost like a pluck, so you don't really need long notes to notice it. And I used that to my advantage because I just spammed a bunch of these small notes over here. And I used a lot of grace notes and a lot of these more small notes but more elongated. And yeah, I kind of went in an up and down pattern like this. You could kind of see it throughout my entire lead. That's basically it for my melodies and my leads. And it's time to move on to the drums. So here's how all of my drums sound together. That's basically it for my entire beat. And the final thing I added was the sound effects.
Bitch.
That's basically the full beat, how to make PLUGGNB. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And let me know what other beats I should cover next. And thank you for watching.